Today we've got the ultimate breakfast battle. You want to see which griddle, if either, is king of the breakfast? Stick around and find out while we dig in. That's right, today Brett and I are here together once again.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute, if you will, and you will. We've got today the Deluxe griddle and the Ultimate griddle. You know, probably since we started cooking on the ceramic a year ago, the number one question we get all the time is how does it compare to a steel unit? So like the rolled steel of the Blackstone, well, we now have the cast iron of the Deluxe, which by the way, I think a lot of people are confused. This is not a brand new unit. The Deluxe has been around for a few years.
Correct.
But we finally got our hands on one after being able to highlight all the great things the Ultimate can do, and the Sierra, by the way.
Yep.
Well, after all that time out on the ceramic, we finally did get the Deluxe. We got the first cook in the books. That was the Philly cheesesteak tots.
And I am jealous I wasn't here for those.
Yes, you are. I'm jealous of myself, if I'm being honest. Brett, get to the groceries so people know what's going into this ultimate breakfast cook-off.
All right, there's a whole lot here. As you can see, bacon, egg, salt, pepper, butter. Boom, that's it.
And a little bit of oil I'll be using on the cast iron. All we want to do is really do a comparison. How does the bacon cook on each? How do the eggs cook? So we're going to do eggs 2 ways.
Yep.
We're going to do over easy. We thought sunny side up. We thought, no, let's show the flip. And then, so if there's going to be sticking or anything, listen, we've always said, if you get the ultimate for nothing else, eggs.
Eggs.
So I want to see how the Deluxe unit does, and then we're going to do some scramby eggs on those, get them scrambled down, and then our kids are going to feast. They're excited for this one.
They're going to go to town.
So Ken and Kenzie, let's get to the other angles. Let's do
We're out
this.
of gloves, so we're not gloving up today.
All right, so first things first, we're going to lay some bacon down. I'm going to get 4 strips down here on the Deluxe, and then Brett's going to get 4 down on the Ultimate. We're going to let them cook through and just see. Well, it's not even a time thing, just to make sure we get a good cook on both. Here we go. Let's see how they do. This is my hot side of the griddle. They are. They're big and thickness Everdeens. And what if I accidentally put a snack and bacon slice on? Whoops.
Woo! See how that just slides? This is zero stick. No oil down, no sticking whatsoever, and with proper care, it should be able to stay this way.
How you looking over there,
Adam?
Well, don't worry about it, Brett. All right, not as non-stick, but that's okay. So all I'm going to do is just slide this under.
And one thing Adam could have done is laid a little bit of oil down before
and
he did.
I didn't worry about laying oil, and I could have for sure. But Brett, ain't nothing but a thing here.
Correct.
I guess it's pulling right up.
Now again, of course, one thing you get with the Deluxe is the metal utensils.
Yes, and that is one thing, so I have no trouble whatsoever grinding and getting under there. This is the way we create some shade, create some shade, create some shade. This is the way we create some shade so our food doesn't glow on the camera. All right. I had to get some shade on the roof, so Brett had to take over. That's looking good.
So this is definitely not your...
Well, because I just turned this one on.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
just turned this burner on for a third one. So clearly I got my hot zone. This burner was not yet on, so that's cooking a little bit longer. I turned this one down to low. This is by far my hottest zone. And then it gradually gets a little cooler, so we'll just keep watching it. In fact, I can bring the heat up on those. We should be good. So here's the deal. I'm gonna pull this. Look at that. That's just about perfect both sides. Oops. I know, good one, Ken. Oops, I did it again. So what happened? While I was up getting shade because it was just too much on the camera, it was too much glow, while I was on there, Brett got distracted by me having fun up on the ladder, and his bacon burned. So listen, even pros...
No. It didn't burn, it just overcooked
It
more than we
overcooked
liked.
it a little bit. So in the meantime, it started to get just a little bit too crispy. We thought, you know what? A little crispy brinkly. That's a little bit too crispy brinkly. So we got some more bacon on. We're gonna continue this and see how long it cooks. I'm looking total time about 7 minutes, and that's really about
We want it
about
more
how long
like
it took for Brett.
We want it more like Christopher Walken is what we want.
As of right now, it's about the same. This maybe cooked a little bit quicker, Brett, would you say?
Well, because I had to put a second batch
No,
on.
but I'm just saying comparing time-wise though, equal time.
The equal time, yes. It
All
was
right,
equal time.
so I'm gonna go ahead and scrape this off and get this ready for some eggs. So I'm gonna bring the heat all the way down on my 3 burners. And then we'll get ready for the next phase. Bacon round is officially done. And Brett, time-wise, we're looking maybe they were done within a minute of each other.
Yeah.
Would have been done within a minute.
Yep.
And they both cooked really well. This actually a little bit slicker. There was no stickage whatsoever.
Yep, I was able to slide the bacon like it was on ice the whole time.
Okay, the bacon round goes to
The Pit Boss.
Hi, welcome back to the Adam Show. I was gonna use some vegetable oil and then opted instead. I do have leftover bacon grease back here, so I'm going to pull this over as my oil that I'm going to lay down. Now, Brett's not going to need any of this, but within this, get a little bit of butter. Now, this right now, look at that's really hot. I'm gonna come over here where it's a little less hot. That is going to be for my egg over easy. I tried to make that rhyme. How did that work? Let's go right here. Let that go. And I am gonna flip, and then when I flippity-doo-dah is when I will sal and peppy that. Brett, I got a whole lot of what we call in the business no stickage.
I love that word, that was we call in the business.
Yes. All right. Gonna go so slippery I can't get under there. Boom, boom, boom. Now, this was my one thought. This right here, that's all the bacon grease, that darker color. I probably just could have used the butter. But you know, as Brett says in the business, salt and pepper here, and they're in effect.
All right,
Let's go see what Brett does. I'm about to pull this in and get this on the plate.
welcome back to the Brett Show. All right, here we go. I too am gonna lay some butter down.
So I realize we're filming this at the same time. There's my eggs. I'm gonna flip that and we're gonna plate it up.
All right, welcome back to the Brett Show. We're gonna throw down an egg on the ultimate 5-burner here. So get the butter down first, and then we're gonna get the egg right on top.
Now this thing is screaming. Typically you want this all the way down.
Which it is.
Which it is, but the thing is left over from the bacon because this 5-burner gets super, super hot.
Even on low.
Yep. So I would even, by comparison, you could have done it there. So we'll see some of the leftover butter, that darkened butter. It's not burnt, but it is browned. It's fine. There we go.
All right, now it's time for salt and pepper, as they are in effect. Let that go for about 15 more seconds, and these eggs are done.
We got the scrambled eggs right here. One thing I went ahead and did is I turned this burner off. This is by far my hottest zone. So I'm gonna start cooking these right in the middle. This is still hot. This is warm, so it is a little bit warm, but hot. So I wanna bring in my bacon grease. And Brett, if you'll be a dove and go ahead and toss some butter right there.
That's for flavor.
That's for flavor. Yes. And then I'm gonna take about half of these. Oops. And there you go, Brett. The rest is for you. Now, when you've got a big mess like that, you bring out the big dog. You bring out the big game. Look at that. You know, I really did think that some of this would stick, Brett. Look at this.
Not a stickage in the world.
Not a stickage in the wickage. What? Look at that. And that, ladies and oh, you know what oh yeah, there's salt and pepper already in it. Oh my stars, Brett. I'm in heaven right now with these, dude. That is a perfect, would you say that's a perfect scoop of eggs right there?
They're so fluffy.
Cannon, legit. I can never get them this fluffy before.
Except for on the Ultimate?
Except on the Ultimate. This is how we've always gotten them on the Ultimate. I struggled getting really good scrambled eggs before my Blackstone, which is, it's not the Blackstone, it's just this surface. I don't know if it's just now I have more confidence, I use the lower heat, whatever it is, get over to the Ultimate. The Brett Show's about to start.
And we are back to the Brett Show over here. Gonna lay down my butter, spread it here, get it off the knife, and we pour very slowly so that we make sure it doesn't run all over the place, especially towards the back. And it looks like we've actually got a pretty level surface here. So I'm gonna finish pouring these on.
Oh man.
Now I've got these burners on the left off. That's why it's running and not cooking over there.
I definitely gave you more eggs.
I'm okay with that. I've got a bigger appetite today.
See, these are the eggs that I just got. That's what we always expect on this Ultimate. We always jokingly say if you get an Ultimate or a Sierra Griddle from Pit Boss for nothing else, get it for eggs.
For eggs, exactly.
Oh my gosh, they're so satisfying.
And kind of fold them over.
You can see your hot area right there. See how that side's a little darker?
Yeah.
So let it finish cooking up.
I'm actually gonna turn these ones off.
There we go. Let's go ahead and pull them. Yeah, yours is way bigger. I gave you way more eggs. Woohoo! Well, you know what? There it is in all its glory, and this really isn't about a taste. Well, it is, I guess, a taste test.
Correct.
So this isn't so much about, oh, is this good? We know what it tastes
Well,
like.
I mean, but if you were just to look at these, you wouldn't be able to tell which one was cooked on which surface.
You really couldn't, except that I gave Brett too many scrambled eggs. I'm a little bit upset about that. But Brett, like we say, it can look amazing.
This looks absolutely amazing. A wonderful, delicious breakfast.
Right, like we say, it can smell amazing.
Can I get a smell? Yeah.
Smell, yeah, you can. By the way, we are in Central Florida. It is pushing 90 degrees today.
So early March.
Breakfast of champions, nice hot breakfast on a nice hot day like this. If it doesn't taste amazing, then this was all for naught.
Cheers. What do we do first?
Let's do scrambled eggs.
Right, scrambled eggs.
Because we've already been snacking on the bacon. The bacon's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Cheers. I'll eat to that, my brother. You know what it tastes like?
Delicious.
Scrambled eggs.
The butter.
So good. All right, let's do over easy.
Hold on. Get that yolk broke.
Gum. I mean, just perfection. Cheers.
My brother.
Yeah, scrambled egg. Perfect.
That was
One more
scrambled
for the
egg,
bacon.
really?
I mean,
Over easy.
over easy.
The bacon
At this point,
tastes like bacon.
bacon, eggs for the win. You know, here you go, Riley. There was really no difference. I got a little bit of the bacon grease. You had a little bit of bacon grease. I know you cleaned off the griddle before. Butter, oils, anything on the Deluxe. So anything on the steel or cast iron unit is going to help with the non-stick. But flavor-wise, fantastic. There's really no difference.
Yep.
Who do you think won this round?
The Pit Boss.
I agree. I think the Pit Boss cooked way better than the Pit Boss.
Yep.
So it is safe to say that each unit cooked better than the other one.
And ultimately, the reason why we want to do this is because everyone has a preference, and we've had a lot of people talking about, the steel or the cast iron is the way to go. We love the ceramic. We feel like it's one of the ways to go. We just love griddle cooking, and we want to show you it all. The comparison side by side, they're equal. It just depends on preference.
It really does come down to preference. Brett and I were joking, and I said, I'm jealous because I'm cooking on the Deluxe, but I also want to be cooking on the Ultimate. Brett loves his Ultimate. It's pretty much all he cooks on. It's almost like if I was working in a garage and I've been working on my old car. I love my old car, so I'm going to prefer that old car, but I'll also drive the new car. Brett just wants to stick with the new car. That's fantastic.
Yep.
You can enjoy both. I think both will serve different purposes in the long run, but for the most part, 90% of the cooks, just the same.
It's like I say, if you invite me over to cook at your house and all you've got is that, I'm very happy to cook on whatever, as long as you give me the groceries to cook, I will do it.
Right. So also, the one thing, we will do more of these comparison cooks. Stay tuned for an upcoming comparison smash burger cook.
Yes.
We can't wait to show that one. In fact, we're about to get on that one. So we're going to wrap this up and get out of here. If you enjoyed this video, if it gave you another idea or just some more clarification
Insights.
or more confusion about which unit is best for you, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support us in what we do. Another way you can support us is through purchasing one of our 2 outdoor griddle cookbooks. The first is the Epic Outdoor Griddle Cookbook,
yep.
right? Found on Amazon or anywhere books are sold.
Books
We're
a million.
So excited for that one, and just equally excited for the upcoming
Barnes and
release.
Noble.
The upcoming release of our book, Smashed. We cannot wait to share that one either.
So geek.
Yeah, so Brett's eye irritation, his allergies are getting to him, so I'm going to go get the guy some medicine.
Yep.
And let's roll up out of here. And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And griddle on!